Ready, aim, fire.
What is up, guys? Mr. Awesome CGO here with another Minecraft how-to tutorial, but this is gonna be a Minecraft intro tutorial. So this is gonna be intermediate intro, so it's gonna be like, I'd say you'll need a little bit of experience with Adobe After Effects. But yeah, it's not that hard, but it's cool. To actually get it done, it's very exciting. So let's get started. So first thing you guys want to do, like pretty much anybody does this, make a new composition, name it whatever you want, really. And I'm gonna call mine I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure that's not spelled right, but whatever. Intermediate tutorial. Yay. Just leave it black as it is. 10 seconds is actually pretty good for this, so I'm just gonna leave it at 10 seconds. So yeah, 10 to 15 seconds doesn't matter. So now that we got our composition, if you watched my last video, which is the easy tutorial, just search up your texture, so just put texture. I already have my personal favorite texture. It's this one. Alright, so once it is loaded, you're just gonna go click view image. It will render out. Right click, save, and it will show this menu board, and just click save image as. And I'm gonna save it to my YouTube stuff. It doesn't really matter if you name it or not, so yeah. And then open your Finder, and your texture should be right there. So just drag, oh, sorry about that. Just drag this in here. And yeah, so now you just want to drag your texture from your composition to your timeline. And here should be your texture. So since the texture wasn't the exact same width and length of the screen, I'm just gonna let the lines go out a little bit. The reason is because sometimes there might be black lines here on your video and you don't really want that. So now that that's done, we're gonna add in the Minecraft items here. So what you want to do now is go to your application support, Minecraft, resource packs, and what you need is the default Minecraft texture pack. If you saw my last video, it explains everything, but I'll explain it real quick right now. I will leave a link in the description about the default Minecraft texture pack, but for now, just you can also use like different texture packs. So like you like one texture pack better, so you can, like, here, I'll show you. I'm gonna use A3's Ascended. It's one of my favorite texture packs. Textures. And you can see it comes out as the actual texture, the items. But for now, we're not gonna use that. We're gonna just use the regular default Minecraft texture pack. So just click your default Minecraft texture pack, Assets, Minecraft, Textures, and then Items. And all the items should be in here, all of them, from feet to toes. So as you guys know, I actually like to use a lot of swords and axis. So I'm actually gonna use that right now. Since I used iron on my last one, I'm gonna use diamond. So since we need to enlarge in the photo because it's extremely small, as you can see, it will pop out over here. Yeah, it's extremely small. So what we're gonna do here is just save it to your desktop. Then just I'm gonna check if it's really there. So yeah, they're here. So what you're gonna do now, clean up, is go to this site called resizeyourimage.com. And I know if you guys saw my last video, I used photo size. It's down, the website is down, and it was getting really annoying. So this one doesn't like screw up, so that's something I liked. So here's the Diamond X. We're gonna choose the Diamond X. So your Diamond X should pop out all blurry and stuff, but don't worry. Just add in some zoom. And just enlarge in that image. You want the full image, so yeah. So that's about 6. I just wanted at least up to 700 or close to that number. Yeah, that's good. So just resize your image, click that button, and it's perfectly resized. You don't even have to edit the actual screen out. It's sort of perfect almost. So just click save image as, and I'm gonna save this to my, sorry about that, I'm gonna save this to my YouTube stuff. So now I'm just gonna choose my, just excuse me, so I check it's right. Oh, would you look at that? Oh well, I forgot. You need to click this file. No wonder. Just click that and it's gonna download up here. Yeah, that's good. So I told you 700, but whatever. So you can also click this, but just downloading seems easier. So I'm just gonna hit back and back again, choose file, and then I'm gonna go to my desktop, choose the sword. I'm gonna add in a lot more height. So that's nice. Yeah, so just click and that should be your, so you see they're right here. So now what you want to do, you don't need this anymore. Actually, yeah, you do. And the other thing that I like about using resize your image, is that it makes it completely transparent, so you don't have to go to like any editing or Photoshop website. So these are the original ones. We don't need these anymore. Oh, I selected the good ones. We don't need these anymore, so just I'm gonna select them and move to trash. So now I'm gonna open up my Adobe After Effects and open up my Finder, YouTube stuff. Oh, I didn't save this to my YouTube stuff. Oh yeah, they're all on my desktop. Sorry about that. So just go to where you saved them or your desktop and just put them in. So here is both your diamond and your diamond axe. So I'm just gonna make them a little bit smaller. And remember, since your screen is gonna be like full screen, this, how it looks right now, may not be how it looks when you have your actual composition done. So you're just gonna want to like make it to the right size exactly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna rotate these. So I'm just gonna click here and press R, and where it's after the plus, not the flipping. After this little plus, you can move your image. So I'm gonna move it so it's like at 90 degrees. Yeah, that's oh wait, so actually you guys are gonna want to bring it here. So just lower to the size you guys want. Yeah, that's good. So I just like to leave the little square here. It's completely optional. Then I'm gonna actually bring it back here. And hold shift while you're scaling so you don't have to, like, if you don't hold shift, this is what happens. Woo! But just let go of the mouse first, of your left click. So I see this one being a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit. Alright. Yeah, there, perfect. So we're gonna bring this up here, leaving that little square there, and we're gonna bring this down here. We're gonna bring our sword up here once again, and we're just gonna drag the diamond sword here. Excuse me. And for this one, I'm not even gonna do anything to it, so I have to remember that was 90 degrees. Oh, I got it perfect, so that's great. So 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 degrees. Oh, wrong way, 90 degrees. So we're just gonna drag that there, and we're just gonna put the squares here. So what you wanna do now is select your diamond axes and swords, and press P. You're gonna hit this clock, and I want this to go in exactly almost Yeah, just leave it like that. So I want this to go almost exactly here, here. You want this part to be fast. It's gonna be like boom, 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 boom. You also sort of want it even. You don't want it to be like, whoa, this guy is crazy. All right, that seems good. So what this indicates is that when the first item, actually I want this one to be the first item to move. So where is that? All right, so it's the second one. Make this 10. All right, so I want this one to start right here and be here with the little thumb by when this one starts. And then I'm gonna click this one. I'm gonna bring it right here. Sorry about that. Here. If you guys made a mistake in placing, just move your little time indicator to the middle of the little rhombus and it should be able to move freely. So I forgot to place it the second almost this one started. So we're gonna have that go like that. And we're gonna click this one. And we're gonna have this one go up to here. We're gonna click like that. We're gonna put it over here. And then we're gonna click this one here, which is the 1 second one. And this one is only gonna take about I want it to be 10 milliseconds. There we go. Oh no. Just gonna move this to where this one is, delete that one, and just move it straight right in there. All right, perfect. So this is what it will look like. And the bass drop would be around here. Also, you guys want to have a song ready for this. So now that we've positioned all of our Minecraft items, we're going to press R on that. And what we're going to do here is click a rotation, and I'm going to choose here. You need to click the rotation for each time your item is going to go out. But since it's sort of easier to just have them spin around, so we made it until there. So we're gonna have them spin around all 15 times. So as I said, this button, these numbers right before the X is how many times you want them to spin. So this is what it will look like. Since the items are very visible by the time they're there, I'm just gonna make a blur effect. So what you want to do is hit toggles and switches. You may have it on, but you just want these three boxes that are here. And just click the first box. You're gonna want to click here. And I'm just gonna let it render out a little bit. So this is what it would look like, the real one. So you see it's all fast and pretty much you can't note that they're gonna be spinning over here. So that's a good thing. So now that we're done with the spinning, what we're gonna do now is, you guys saw in my intro that here comes two axes and one sword in the middle. So how we make that, I'm just gonna unclick all of this so it doesn't take too much space. We're gonna add in another sword here. And I'm gonna rotate this to the point that it's straight up, that where I think it's straight up. Alright, so you want to put that in the middle as close as you can. I know After Effects doesn't have like lines here to show you what's the middle or what's the middle of the whole image, but just try to figure it out. That's what I had to do. And I'm just gonna drag in two more iron diamond pickaxes. Whoa, why is it so laggy? Okay, so we're gonna make them a little bit smaller. And there we go. So I'm gonna make sure this is the same size as the little square here. So the way you can do it is like to make sure the little lines in the squares are almost the same. So alright, so this axis perfect. This X was almost perfect. There we go. And I'm gonna unrotate this for a sec. And I'm gonna see how this looks. Alright, so that's the regular. So like I said, we just want to have small. Oh, I'm gonna have to rotate this backwards, so you can make sure it's the same size that you left it by pressing shift. So when the image just moves like weird, like it's not moving the square. Like when you go like this, the square is gonna become a little bit smaller. So you're just gonna try to make it as the way Shift had you. So that's it. We're just gonna check we didn't do, okay, we did. Okay, so that's going to be oh my god. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna rotate this. Press R on your keyboard. There. Oh, don't worry. This sometimes may happen when you click that. So move it back to 0. And there we have it. So, oh, there was a little piece that was showing on the, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select all and press P on our keyboard. Oh, you also want to know when the when your when the last axe when this last axe gets to the point when it's done, then you're gonna, sorry, don't select all, I'm sorry, you're gonna drag in both of these. So you're gonna want to click both of these. Oh no, one, I'm sorry, you're gonna want to drag, I forgot to click this, you're going to want to drag, this is where it starts, and this one's gonna take this much, so it ends. We're gonna try to drag it to the middle, and then we're gonna grab this one. Now this one seems a little bit smaller. So that's the shape we want to make. So there are the two axes. And now we are going to click on our diamond sword. That's going to come down from here. And we're just going to give it a little bit of time so they see that there are two axes there. Actually, I want the diamond sword to be on top of the axis. So you see these little black lines here? You're just going to want to place it over the diamond, the two diamond pickaxes. So that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. Oh. There. And this is what your this is what your composition should look like for now. So, and we're gonna have them spin just a little bit when they're there, and only the sword won't spin. So we're gonna have to select both of our diamond axes, press R on our keyboard, and just look for the time when they're coming. So that's it. We're gonna make them circle. So that's the time when they're all set up. We're gonna make him circle at least 10 times. And we're gonna add that blur effect. So this is what it should look like. That's your yeah, so that seemed pretty cool. So this is real time. So now we're gonna add a pretty cool effect here, but we're gonna do this with all, you're gonna select all of your 3 items here. You're gonna press P, oh, sorry, press P, and we're gonna give it at least up to here, the 2-second line, and we're gonna make them all positioned down here. Oh wait, excuse me. To there. And there. So this is the effect it's gonna do. It's gonna make it completely blank. Oh, you know what? No. That looked pretty bad. Sorry about that. So just click on these and delete them. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do an opacity change. So that's gonna be cool. So when you're, what I'm gonna do is make these disappear like almost right away. So we're gonna select all of them, press T on your keyboard, and hit opacity. That's the opacity. So you're gonna check if they're all in place. That's sort of what you want. So they're all in place by there. And I'm gonna make it almost instant by the time they're fully invisible. So this is what it's gonna look like. And they just disappear, but actually if you made a mistake, just click the undo keyframe movement. So there it is once again, and just gonna separate them a little bit. The reason why I'm doing this is because I saw they disappeared a little bit too fast. So by the time they get to 2 seconds, have them like that. Alright, so this is what it is. So you can actually see them moving. And now what we're gonna do is add a pretty cool effect that people use mostly. This effect, it's pretty cool. We're gonna add in another diamond sword. You're probably saying, ah, we have to shape it again, and blah, blah, blah. But actually, no, we're not going to shape this one at all. We're just going to leave it the way it is. What I'm going to do is add in an effect called CC Lens. Come on, Mac, you were said to be the fastest computer. Alright, so the CC lens, this is, we're going to move this to the point. Yeah, right there. So the CC lens, what this does is like make a pretty actual cool explosion here. So we're just going to move that to the side. So it's like a item explosion. So I know what you're thinking, oh, this stuff is in the background, but actually no. We're gonna make this up to 50. We're gonna start up at 50. And we're gonna press this little the little clock here. And as you can see, I did the little effect thing. So what you want to do to see your rhombus, as you can see, sometimes it may come as a little dot. You're just gonna go to effects. Like it might be like this. So just hit this little arrow here, hit effects, and hit CC lens. And you want to start it the second it's right here. I'm gonna start it right here. And I'm thinking I want it to end right. Oh. Alright, so that's where it's gonna start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it end up here. So we're gonna grab the size and we're gonna make it up to 300. Oh, for 500 apparently. Sorry about that. And it'll make a pretty cool explosion actually. I love it. I love this effect. So all this stuff happens and then boom. So what's gonna happen is you are gonna pop out in your effect in your Minecraft skin, and then your 3D name is gonna come out. So it's gonna be epic. So this is pretty much, you can mess around with it. I recommend you just leave it like that. But yeah, so you don't need this anymore. But what you're gonna do now is go to the second you're over here, like right in the middle of it. Yeah, right there. Where it all disappeared, what we're gonna do is add in our Minecraft man here. So here's what you gotta do. Alright, so what you wanna do now is grab your position. Sorry about the little spinning beach ball of death. Your positioned sword, all of them. You're gonna drag them up to here. And I'm actually gonna have the axe here, so You know what? This is gonna make it easier. I'm gonna pause it so you guys don't have to go through this, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make four others, four other, um, four other pickaxes and swords. So I'm gonna make two pickaxes here and two swords here, so it will look pretty cool. So be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So as you guys can see, I made the sword, two swords here and two pickaxes here. So what we're gonna do is actually put them, because this is what, if you don't get them out of place, like this is like when they appear or something like that. So what you want to do is go to where your sword, your main sword, like the big one, explodes to your timeline, and just drag it to there. So you're gonna do that with every single one of them. So this is what it would look like. So the second your your um, your sword explodes, technically, these swords are gonna come out. Yeah, the swords and the axes. Ooh, epic. All right, so what you want to do now is add in extra layer, new, solid. Just keep it as black solid, I guess. And you guys probably heard of this. I don't know if you have. If you're a beginner, you haven't, but it's the greatest thing I ever seen. It's called audio spectrum. And yes, this layer is red, so don't worry, it's not gonna cover up anything at all, I swear. And you're just gonna type in audio spectrum. So you are going to want to drag this to the lines here, to the little square dots. And now what you want to do is you're gonna change the color. So I'm thinking like a nice color to fit in with the swords here. So you can see the little dots are here, but don't worry, we'll make it so you can see it. And I'm gonna add a darkish, a light dark green as a background so you can see it. So you want the frequency bands to be at least to 150. So you can see your little dots increased, and you want the thickness to be at least 8.7. So now your dots are actually kind of visible. Actually, I'm gonna change the background to a nice white. I'm gonna see how that looks. Yeah, that looks perfect. I like that. You want the softness to be 100. And your maximum height should be at least to 200, no, 550. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Trust me, it's pretty good actually. because these will only go up to like here if you keep it at 200 or something like that. So, oh, sorry. So now that you finished doing that, you're gonna also add a new layer, and you're gonna call this polar. Move it to the same time, add another audio spectrum. You're gonna want to keep it a little bit less than the actual bands, like we made it all the way up to here. And just look at the settings over here we did with these. So remember the light blue, click this one, the white. So that came out good. So we're gonna move this to 150. We're gonna make this to 550, 550, 5,550. Softness to 100. Thickness to 8.7. And what we're gonna do here, you're gonna type in polar, and it will say polar coordinates. And what you wanna do is click polar to rect and just put rect to polar, and you're gonna put this at 100. And I know it's like weird since the circle is like, whoa, what happened to it? But what you need to do, sorry. What you need to do here, how to fix the gap in the circle. Just stretch out your circle to the full length of the circle. So, and you want to make sure that's like perfect within there. So your polar should be perfect by now. Just leave everything as it is. Remember the rectipolar. And for right now, this is what it should look like. So you'll have your song playing and it will be epic and blah blah blah. So for your polar spectrum, you're gonna actually want to make the thickness a little bit bigger, up to 10.7. Alright, now that you have finished your audio spectrum, what you want to do is just make it bigger. Bigger. Big. Okay, that's too big. That's pretty good. Just like a little tip. Now that you have your polar, you can now, this is just a tip. I'm not gonna go over this because it might take a little bit too much time. But there, you can make a second layer, a new solid layer, make the same polar, same settings, and make one bigger than the second one, and bring the opacity down to 35. And it will look pretty good, but right now I'm not gonna go over that. But definitely on the advanced video. I already have my advanced intro that I'm gonna show you in the beginning of the video. It is so complicated, but it looks very, very nice. Very nice. So I'm excited for that one. So now that we have our complete... Did they just shoot a gun? Whatever. So now that we have a complete polar spectrum, we are going to get our Minecraft skin over here and our logo here. And if you guys were wondering the logo, how do you make one? You can either make a 3D one, not a 3D one, I'm sorry, a 2D one over here just by pressing text on your effects. But I don't like, it's not very cool to have a text here, so I use the 3D one, and I have a video of how to make one on Blender. It's completely free and it's pretty awesome, so you guys should go check it out if you guys don't have a logo yet. So what we're gonna do now is go to place so we can get our skin. It's called, oh, fly, get away. Sorry, novaskin.com. Yes, this is where you get your Minecraft skin. Minecraft. Oh, sorry. Nova skin. And here, just type in your name. Mine is Mr. Awesome CGO. And this is my skin. I'm telling you right now, I look nothing like Blue Eyes. I tried to change that, but I couldn't. So, whatever, we're not here for that. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to pose. And I'm gonna move this guy around a little bit so I can see the angle where I want it to be. On my left hand, I'm gonna be holding beef. The beefiness. I love it. And then on my right hand, I'm gonna be holding a diamond sword. So for this, what I'm gonna do is my left leg, I'm gonna make it be a little bit backwards, and my right leg is gonna go in front like this. So I'm gonna have that minus 30, or 29, whatever, close enough. And left arm, I'm gonna have that just 10. And my right arm, I'm gonna be holding it like that. And that's gonna be my Nova skin right there. That's going to be the Nova skin I want. So yeah, you can edit your photo so it has like different pixels in it, but yeah, it's nice. So photo, left click, save image as Minecraft Nova skin. I'm gonna save that to my YouTube stuff. Save. Alright, so we're just gonna check it out, see if it came out alright. Come on. That did come out pretty good. but I think it may be a little bit too small, so I'm gonna check it out. Oh, wait. You also need to click project. Make sure you have your project there. Importing the Nova skin. Putting it up here where all this starts. Yeah, it's way too small. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the Minecraft items. We're gonna go to image. Oh, resize your image. And I'm gonna do this so you guys don't, like, you already know the process of it if you saw the video. I'm just gonna skip it, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I finished doing the image resize, and it's not this one. It's in my desktop. Here it is. Alright, now let's check out how that looked out. Yeah, that's a lot better than before. So we're just gonna bring it to when the pop started. We're gonna make this a little bit smaller, and we're gonna do that by holding shift. I want to place it in the middle of the circle of the polar spectrum. And then what you're gonna do is grab your Minecraft logo, just put it right there. And I am gonna have this overlap my skin with the guy here, with me. So I'm gonna have this be up to my legs here. So yeah, and what I did on my past intro is scale it. So we're gonna choose both of these, and we're gonna press S on our keyboard. We're gonna click the little time watch, and we're gonna make it go into 4 seconds like that. So, oh, I forgot to put this here. Oh no. Right there. So this is what it would look like. So as you saw in my intro, oh wait, excuse me for a second. Now we're gonna make this scale up all the way to here, and my picture up to here. Wait, to there, yeah. So this is just gonna make the effect so it goes up, and the rest is just music. So that's what it would look like. Sincerely, I really like it so far. So I'm just gonna put the rotation in these items. So as you guys saw in my intro, the full rotation. gonna make him rotate for 1 second. We're gonna make him rotate 10 times. You know what? 15. Yeah, 15. So what you want to do now is just click make your rotation, click your clocks, and add in 15 rotations, so it will flip 15 times. And choose your ending line. You can make it go slow by hitting it like to more points, but just make it so it's 0 when you stop it. So yeah, guys. And you just want to add in your music now, so I'll go get mine. Mine is in my Finder. Minecraft intro here. It's a very, very cool song. I actually love this song. And it's got great dubstep, so and it's completely copyright free, so you can go check it out. It's called Energy Drink. I know, weird name, right? Alright, well, so I'm gonna get the dubstep part real quick, and I'll be with you guys in a bit. Guys, I found the dubstep part, and it's pretty cool. You should hear it. And now for the audio spectrum. If you guys want to make it go with the music, just click on your audio spectrum and go to effects here. And you can see there's a little audio layer here. You're gonna click the little arrow here, and you're just gonna put it to number 1. So you see now it's gone nuts. So I'm actually gonna view this. Okay, apparently the height is a little bit too big. I must have done it in a different way. Yeah, 330, 3,300. I don't know why I keep saying it in hundreds. And then we're gonna do the same thing with your polar spectrum. Oh, that's nice. Except that I'm gonna move this as well too. I'm gonna move this one to 3,000. So this is gonna be epic. You guys are gonna. Yeah, it's just rendering real quick. Sorry about that. Watch. Wait, I just noted something. Alright, no, never mind. Nope. Alright, so for this part, for the spinning, I'm actually gonna have to put some rotation, some blur effect here. Alright, so let's see how it looks. Yeah, that looks perfect. So yeah, you got the audio spectrum and everything. Pretty good, right? Alright, so your video has ended there. So if you guys made it this far, you should be proud of yourselves, because this is not easy to make. It's sincerely not, trust me. When I first started, it was nothing easy. But now, it's time to render, guys. So just select all, left click. Nope. And then hit pre-compose. And you're gonna leave this the way it is, just in case if it chooses this one, you're just gonna leave it there. This is how to render, alright guys? And I'm gonna name this final comp. So this is technically the last thing you're gonna do. So that's how it does, like the little rendering thing. So now we're gonna do opacity on the whole thing. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit T, and we're gonna clock watch it. It's gonna start at 9 seconds to 10 seconds. I don't want it fully gone by then, so I'm just gonna have it to 5. So this is what it would look like. I'm gonna put it with music for you. So that's pretty cool, huh? I really liked it, guys. So to render, what you want to do now is you need to go to select your final comp by left clicking it, go to composition, add to render queue. I'm sorry, it wasn't pre-render, it was add to render queue. So here are your settings on how you want your video to come out. So I want my video to come out as the best settings it could possibly have. So you're just gonna leave it at best settings, and here you're gonna, oh sorry about that, here you're gonna choose H.264. Alright, there, and output to comp name. That's for saving, so I don't really feel like saving it, but it's okay. So now just alright, apparently you have to use the output module, so whatever, choose. Just choose a folder or whatever, and just make sure this one is checked, this little box, and then render it. And if you guys see, it's gonna be rendering your intro. So this might take a little while. It did take a little while for me, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. So I'll see you guys when it's done. Alright guys, once your video is finally rendered, just go check it out in your, I forgot where I put it. Oh no. Maybe I put it here. No. Ah, here it is. Now let's check it out. Whoa. Yeah, so that was pretty much it, guys. And hope you guys like this tutorial. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later.